Dreaming of retiring early and embracing a life of financial freedom and boundless possibilities? Well, then look no further than the captivating world of tiny house living. In recent years, an increasing number of individuals have discovered the remarkable synergy between minimalism and early retirement, with the tiny house movement leading the charge. In this compelling video, we'll delve into the remarkable advantages of retiring early with a tiny house, exploring 10 remarkable reasons why this innovative lifestyle choice can set you on the path of financial freedom and retirement that knows no bounds. One of the primary advantages of owning a tiny house is the significantly reduced cost of living. With a smaller living space, expenses related to utilities, maintenance, and property taxes are very much reduced. Tiny houses often utilize solar panels, rainwater harvesting, and energy-efficient appliances, further minimizing ongoing expenses. The savings generated from a reduced cost of living can be invested or saved, accelerating the path towards early retirement. There is a reason why the word mortgage in Old French means death pledge. A tiny home could be the perfect solution if you owe money on your property and retirement is quickly approaching, In actuality, according to Senior Planet, 68% of owners of tiny homes don't have mortgages. You can reduce the size of your mortgage or pay it off entirely if you move into a tiny home. Although prices for teensy homes are as low as $10,000 have been touted, it's crucial to remember that the average price of a mid-range tiny home is between $20,000 and $40,000. As a retiree, you may wish to set aside more money to pay for any improvements that are required, like a wall bed rather than a loft bed. Most tiny houses are built with a sleeping rooftop to maximize the square footage. But not all tiny houses have a loft, said John Weisbarth, host of Tiny House Nation. Maximizing space on the ground floor with a Murphy bed that folds up is a great way to save some space. The space under the stairs is valuable storage space, so don't waste it if you really want a sleeping loft. Also, create stairs with a robust handrail. He continued by advising elders to set aside between $40,000 and $70,000 to construct a tiny house on a trailer and at least $80,000 to construct a house with a foundation. Tiny houses require minimal maintenance and repair compared to traditional homes. With a smaller space, there's fewer things to maintain, resulting in lower costs and reducing time spent on upkeep. The simplicity of a tiny house allows individuals to focus on enjoying their retirement rather than being burdened by constant maintenance and costly repairs. Another significant advantage of a tiny house is portability and flexibility. Tiny houses are often built on wheels, enabling individuals to travel and explore different locations while still enjoying the comforts of home. This kind of mobility allows retirees to embrace a nomadic lifestyle, exploring new places without the expenses associated with hotels or long-term rentals. The freedom to relocate easily also opens up opportunities for downsizing or exploring affordable retirement destinations. Tiny houses are typically classified as recreational vehicles or movable property, which can lead to substantial tax benefits. In many jurisdictions, the property taxes on tiny houses are significantly lower than that on traditional homes. The reduced tax burden frees up additional funds that can be allocated towards savings and investments, helping individuals reach their retirement goals faster. Minimalism and environmental consciousness go on hand in hand oftentimes. Tiny houses are designed to be eco-friendly, emphasizing energy efficiency, sustainable materials, and a smaller carbon footprint. By embracing a tiny house lifestyle, retirees can contribute to a greener future while also benefiting financially. Lower energy consumption and sustainable practices translate to reduced utility bills, providing long-term savings and a more affordable retirement. With smaller living spaces and reduced expenses, individuals living in tiny houses have the opportunity to eliminate debt more rapidly. The financial freedom gained from early retirement is often a result of being debt-free. By downsizing to a tiny house, retirees can accelerate their debt repayment plans, freeing up additional income for investments and savings. Minimalism is a philosophy that emphasizes living with fewer possessions and simplifying life's clutter. Downsizing to a tiny house necessitates a conscious shift towards minimalism, enabling retirees to focus on experiences, relationships, and personal growth rather than material possessions. The minimalistic lifestyle associated with tiny houses allows individuals to prioritize their retirement goals, leading to financial freedom and a more fulfilling retirement. By significantly reducing housing expenses through a tiny house, retirees have the opportunity to allocate a larger portion of their income towards investments. Whether that's stocks, bonds, real estate, or entrepreneurship, having a smaller financial burden allows for greater flexibility in allocating funds towards wealth-building endeavors. The potential returns from smart investments can expedite the journey to financial independence and early retirement. Living in a tiny house encourages a simplified and intentional lifestyle. With limited space, individuals are forced to prioritize what really matters to them, leading to reduced consumption and expenses. By eliminating the desire for excessive material possessions, retirees can focus on their long-term financial goals without succumbing to societal pressures or unnecessary spending. The reduced financial stress associated with a minimalist lifestyle and tiny house living contributes to a healthier financial outlook, increasing the chances of early retirement. Travel the nation while remaining at home. If necessary, you can move your home if you retire to a tiny place. Additionally, tiny homes are preferred to RVs for long-term habitation since they can withstand greater wear and tear, and they're better suited for the cold. A tiny house can be moved, but doing so necessitates a big truck and significant amount of gas. Additionally, compact houses are not designed to withstand repeated relocations. Choose to move your tiny house only very infrequently for the sake of keeping it in good condition. You gain so much flexibility when you downsize to a tiny house. You have the option of moving closer to loved ones without committing to a lease or a home loan if a family member has a baby and you want to help out, or if you get sick and you need help getting around. However, just because you have the option of parking your house somewhere doesn't imply that you always have the right to do that. While some cities have regulations on acquired utilities, others forbid the parking of tiny dwellings in backyards. According to CNN Money Story, a typical size of a house built in the United States last year was 2,600 square feet. About 10% of that size is a tiny house. You won't have to spend another whole weekend cleaning out the garage or unclogging the gutters if you live in a similar location. Additionally, normal housework is very much expedited and simplified in small homes. For instance, cleaning a house with a lot of stories and bedrooms takes so much longer than scrubbing the floors of a 300 square foot compact house. You'll be able to do more of what you enjoy as a result, rather than having to cope with all of the obligations that come with a huge lifestyle. Choose to spend time with family and friends. Go for a run, pick up a new hobby, volunteer for a worthwhile cause. The world is your oyster. The fact that compact houses require less repairs is another reason that living in one saves money. Tiny homeowners typically spend less time and money making upgrades because there's fewer items that can break and less space that needs maintenance. However, it's crucial to remember that many of the fixtures and equipment found in tiny homes, like sinks, toilets, freezers, all that, are specialized to fit the constrained areas. Therefore, you're probably going to have to pay a lot of money if these products need to be replaced. So take good care of them. Retiring early with a tiny house offers a very unique pathway to financial freedom and minimalism. The combination of reduced living expenses, a lower mortgage or no mortgage, minimal maintenance costs, and portability provides individuals with the opportunity to save and invest more aggressively, ultimately achieving earlier retirement goals. Furthermore, the benefit of reduced taxes, a smaller environmental footprint, and the embrace of minimalism contribute to a simpler, more fulfilling retirement lifestyle. By embracing the concept of retiring early with a tiny house, individuals can prioritize financial independence. They can enjoy the freedom of a minimalist lifestyle and embark on the early retirement journey that's both satisfying and personally rewarding.